He blew his head off. Oh my god. Oh, listen to it. Keanu is fucking bae. Dude, you did a fucking sick job. You don't have to remind me November 19th. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna pass out. Oh, the shotties are sick. Temper your expectations and your height. Please. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Matty and I am stylized. Last time for Night City Wire, I was sick and unfortunately I had to stay home, but it just so happened that Night City Wire was on and I was able to watch it live. This time I had to go to work, but I also wasn't as hyped. So I was at work, I put on Neon's stream, started watching, got a couple minutes into it and then was like, what am I doing? This is amazing. So I literally saw Holly and then saw a few bits of footage, heard Neon go, this looks amazing, looked over, I was like, oh my god, graphics, everything looks sick. I'm like, I can't watch it on my phone, on my Makita radio, sitting down, painting and shit. I've got to go and watch it at home, and I thought, why not make a reaction video? So without further ado, let's jump into it and have a look at what happens with Night City Wire and what we get to see.
You don't believe in no fate. Every day digging the grave. Stepping up here with the stakes. City of dreams, city of
Man, it looks so good in 4K. Wow.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Night City Wire. This is the show from us.
Holly
at
Bennett,
CD
wonder if she's got her
Projekt Red,
pajamas on
where we
again this
talk
time.
about all things Cyberpunk 2077. In today's
Let's go.
episode, we're going to be deep diving into Life Pass and showing you a brand new gameplay video, as well as having a chat to Philip from our quest team. Then we're going behind
so
the
good
scenes
watching
and
it at
taking
home,
a
not
look
on the
at how
phone.
Refused to bringing the band Samurai to
Oh,
life.
what?
And then we're showing you another new gameplay video and having a chat to Pavel, our
Grenade
senior
launchers.
gameplay designer, about just some of the tools of destruction.
Oh,
at
weapons
our
man,
disposal in Night
FPS
City.
life.
So let's
Let's
get
do it.
started. Street Kid, Nomad, or Corpo? Which will you pick first?
Street Kid, man. Street Kid all the way. Although I must say, Corpo's starting to look pretty good too. Love the graphics so much. Here we go, Street Kid it is.
Well, who do we have here? Grew up in
V.
Haywood. Whole street was my family.
Far out.
Neighbors helped each other out.
Just the textures,
nothing
man.
I'm
Subsurface
pleased to
scattering.
see you have not forgotten your roots.
Ah,
Born here, live here, die here.
so good.
Childhood
Even that was
memories.
better than last time.
Robbing buildings, running away from badges. Iron tasted blood from a split lip.
Man.
Motherfucker. Got
Bit
everybody
jittery, but-
fighting for a slice of the street.
Get the fuck out of Vista.
If you keep getting jumped, you find some stronger choosers.
Do you want to spend the rest of your
Yeah.
days blasting scabs? Or become a legend?
Look at the nightclubs
Overnight.
indoor. Oh, here we go.
Have arrived. The Major.
Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on.
How's that chromeware? Wow.
My childhood? Let's see. Racing my bobber
Oof.
for the first time through the hills.
Have a look at that.
Oh, and
The
first
lighting,
kiss in the
man.
middle of a synth cornfield.
Wow.
We nomads choose who to make our family. And choice forges
New
strong
cars.
bonds and a higher duty that stands solid as an old oak.
Yeah, wow.
My
Look at his
family's
hand,
in
man.
pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
Shadows.
Makes you an outcast among outcasts.
Miss this, you know? Camaraderie.
Oof.
I know. I saw it in your heart the first time we met.
Who's this new chick?
Know what I always liked about nomads? Your taste.
Oh my
no,
god.
Hunger for freedom. Not easy to come by in this.
Textures, bro.
Corpse got
Eat
their
that,
bloody
Halo
claws and
Infinite.
everything.
Oh, he blew his head off. Oh my god. He blew his head off.
Those reports you asked
His head came like he
They were
exploded.
supposed to be ready yesterday.
See that?
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
Oh, bro.
The world's never going to find out.
If I go down, you're going down with me. No, I'm not fucking joking.
Corpo looks so
isn't
nasty.
a request, V. But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other
Ew.
people's shit.
If If you're working outside counter intel, you're always fucked.
Man, the reflections are just...
They got you to zero somebody.
These HUD graphics.
Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero
Smash
you.
dog.
What's the rules, Jack?
Oh.
Gotta have some skin in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself.
Man, the
live for
vehicles are
yourself.
just crazy.
That's the only way.
Who do you want to be? You can be whoever you want. Oh my god. Oh, so much excite. We're like 4 minutes in.
Philip, it is so
So
good to
good.
see you again. It's actually been a while since I've had a chance to interview you about Cyberpunk. So I think for today, we'll start with a question that everybody wants to know. How does the path you pick affect your time in Night City?
It actually affects your time quite a lot throughout the whole game, but let's start at the beginning, because basically our game has
I don't know
three
whether I
different
should be
starts
talking
depending
over
on your
this
life
stuff
path.
or just
As
watching.
an
Everyone's
example,
already
if you
seen it. I'm
choose
just going
the
to keep
street
talking.
kid life path, you have
Fuck it.
lived most of your time in Night City. You know the streets,
Man,
you know
these
the
cities
gangs,
just look
you know the slang, you kind of know what's going on in the,
insane.
let's say, lower life aspects of the city, which can of course give you lots of good opportunities also later on in the game.
Just can't get over the
But if
textures
you start as a
in this
nomad,
game. It's
you
just
actually
unbelievable.
used to be part of a nomad clan and a nomad family.
That's
There's
sick. I
nomads
want
that
my background to
roam
look
the
like that.
deserts around Night City that we call
Got
the
some popping
Badlands,
and stuff
actually
there
value
still.
their
Look at the
family above
grass.
anything. But
It looks
for
sick,
one
but-
reason or another, you actually left that family behind.
Love
and
to
now
know
the
what this
beginning
is
of
running
the game
on.
for you will actually be
Look at that car.
how to get into Night
Oh,
City
that
and how to
lighting.
make a new life there.
Global
Then you
illumination
can
at its
also
finest,
choose
man.
to actually
RTX
be
for the
a
win.
corporal and choose the corporate life path. And that basically means that
If
you're
it is
not at home
RTX,
in the
and if it's
streets
not,
of
oh my
Night
god.
City or in the deserts of the Badlands, but actually inside the boardroom, because you rose the corporate ladder of the
The
Arasaka
dark rooms and the
Corporation,
lights, you
which
know, like,
basically
look at
gives
this.
you the ability to sometimes, you know,
Far
read between
out.
the lines, read people when they're trying to do business, which of course can give you many nice opportunities later on.
So this isn't just about the start of the game. Can you maybe help people understand
Holly
how
with
this
all their
translates
bags
into
and
gameplay?
jackets and
Yeah.
stuff.
So the thing is,
Not fair.
we make Cyberpunk a real RPG, and part of that is that you can play your character from the start to the end. And of course, you know, we have these life
freedom in
paths
this game is
affecting
just
the beginning
insane.
of the game, but we wanted to make it so you have your life path opportunities throughout the whole game until the game is over.
Yeah, see, that
And
bloke
as an
doesn't look
example,
quite
we
as
do
nice
that
as
by
some of the
giving
other,
you
like, and
additional
compared to
options
this
and
guy.
dialogues. So I can give you one specific
What's
example.
happening there?
And this is a mission where you have to steal a flathead robot from the Maelstrom gang. Basically, those Maelstormers stole that flathead before from
Yeah,
a
look, you can
corporate
even see how much
transport.
better that
And
looks
the
with
owner
the
of that
lighting
corporate
and-
transport, Meredith Stout, wants you
Yeah, look
to
at
do
his face,
something
looks
else.
way
And this
better
is
than
an
the old
optional
one.
objective.
And his arm.
And even within that objective, we want to give you some options.
Like,
So
I
as an
even care
example,
how
if you have a
awesome his
corporate
arm is.
life
Even his
path,
arm excites
you
me about
basically
this
know
game.
what Meredith Stout is really about.
Temper your
You can read between the
expectations and your
lines,
height.
and you can get some
Please.
additional options that maybe actually
Look at this
later
shit, man.
enable you to do a completely different thing with the Maelstrom gang. And if you're a nomad, you know
So cool.
exactly
Like, you're gonna
some
have to
more
play
details
every-
about how these
every life
Maelstormers
path just
would
to
have
get
even been
how
able
much
to
is in this
steal a
game.
robot like that from Meredith Stout, who's part of the very powerful
So many
Militech
hours.
corporation. As a street kid, we as an example don't give you a specific new dialogue option in that dialogue, because as a street kid, you do not have a lot of experience dealing with higher up people like Meredith Stout. But we want to give you additional options that fit your life path very well. So later when you actually talk to the Maelstrom gang, one member of the gang offers you some illegal substance, but as a street kid, you actually know what this is about. You can talk some shop with him, and that might
that was
actually
counting
make that character like you a
for
little bit
10 minutes, not 10 minutes left.
So Philip, I do have a couple of
Dum
extra
dum.
questions for you based on the video we just saw. And the first is about nomads. So the nomad life path,
Man,
this
it
starts
looks
in a
so good
place
in the
called
desert.
the Badlands. Is this somewhere
Badlands
you
are
get to visit
sexy.
even if you don't pick nomad to start
Look at all the
with?
dirt coming off
yes,
the cars.
absolutely. So the thing is, Night City is surrounded by this huge landscape that we call the Badlands.
Come on, man, get to the
And
guns.
You can go there whenever you want. So as an
I
example,
think I
if
saw
you
up
actually
to
do
like here
play
and then
the
I
nomad
cracked
life
it and I was
path at
just
the
like,
start
fuck
and you
this,
are in the
man.
Badlands,
I gotta watch this
you
on
can
my
even
monitor
see
at
Night
home.
City on the horizon. And
At, like,
we
4K
want to
and
give you
shit.
the option later in the game, if you want, you can just take your car and drive out of the city. You can go there
Very
whenever you
stuttery.
want. Thing is,
wonder
you
if they
might not
recorded it
want
at
to,
60 and
'cause the
dropped it to
Badlands
30 for
can be
this.
a pretty dangerous place at first, because time has
Whether
not
there's
been
not
very
much motion
kind
blur
to
going
the
on.
Badlands.
On the
there have
edges
been
of the
many
screen,
wars in
some of the shadows are a bit
there's
funny.
global warming, so most people
But,
that do live
dude,
out there
look at
don't
it.
really have another choice about it, or are
A lot of
nomads
chromatic
that
aberration on
love
the
this
outsides of the
life and
lens
are
too, where it's
about
all
it and are
blurry.
very
Hate that
battle-hardened.
shit.
We of course also want to tell their stories, because we want to tell
Probably
many,
very
many
80s though.
different stories throughout the cyberpunk genre, which means that you will also find missions that lead you out in the Badlands, or where you deal with the people living there.
So Philip, can you tell us a little bit more about the character Padre? He's the guy we see giving
Padre.
his business card to Street Kid V in the video.
Gross.
Who is this man?
Yeah, so Padre is actually one of the fixers in Night City. And fixers are people that work
Maybe
as
the GD is
intermediaries.
just my computer.
So if someone who has a lot of money needs a problem solved, they go to a fixer. And a fixer then finds people who can
out.
solve that problem.
Lots
and
of
these
fixers,
people
man.
are people like you, V, cyberpunks. Fixers are very territorial. So Padre specifically works from Haywood, which is
God.
where you as a street kid grew up
How do
in.
they make a
So
game
you
look
already
this
know
good
him.
on this current
You
gen
might have already
consoles,
seen
man?
another one of our fixers.
Wonder how
who is
different
called
it's gonna
Dexter
look on,
Deshawn,
like,
and he works in
the
a different
One
part
S
of the
and
city.
original
So specifically
PlayStation.
Padre, you might know
PC
him
is
as a
gonna be
street
off the
kid,
hook.
but even if you played other life paths, you might sooner or later meet him because he's operating in Haywood, which is a pretty big place with many good jobs. So if you want to make some cash there,
So
you
different
will
fixes
sooner or
for
later
different-
deal with Padre.
Philip, thank you
Different
so
areas.
much for joining us. Now, on my first playthrough, pretty sure I'm going to be picking Nomad, but for those watching, we would love to know what you'll be picking. So
I'll
have a
Nomad
think
with you,
about
Holly.
it and send us a tweet. Don't forget that later in this episode, we're going to be showing you another new gameplay video and having a chat to Pavel, our senior gameplay designer, about just some of the tools of destruction
guns, guns,
at
guns,
your
guns, guns.
disposal in Night City. But
Wow,
before
look at
that,
Johnny,
let's
man.
talk about music. Because music plays
Oh,
a huge part
is that
in
a
bringing
cutscene
Night
or is that
City to
in-game?
life. Now, in future episodes, we're going to talk about things like radio stations
Samurai.
and even the original score.
I love their music,
But
it's
today,
so
we're
good.
gonna take a look
Refuse
behind
do
the
such a
scenes
good
at
job.
how Refuse to bringing Johnny Silverhand's band Samurai
I love that
to
they
life.
made a game in the band a real band. Like it's
I wouldn't write these lyrics for myself.
oh, listen to it.
So it's kind of interesting to get into like
Like a
the
Supreme.
mindset of who is this character and what would they write.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
What's their agenda?
Wow,
It's
look at
interesting
his
to try
cyberware.
to, like catch a language that's his.
The-
Try to catch a
oh,
language that's like
wow. Keanu is fucking bae. And he looks amazing in here. Oh man. Becoming samurai.
There is a reason why we're here.
Lol, I thought this was like the game for a second.
It was Piotr maybe who was a fan of the band.
He knew Refuse and he knew my voice and he said, oh, that's a perfect voice for Johnny.
Man. God, even their film crews are awesome.
And that they
I want to be on their
wanted,
film
I guess,
crew,
a
man.
sound that was a bit contemporary from when Johnny's supposed to have had the band, because he's sort of like
God, so much clipping on my audio.
kind of guy.
Getting a bit too excited there, champ. Oh, look at the animations
there are
too,
things
man.
that you can relate to, and like just like this outcast and this rebel that's fighting against like the corporals, and that's definitely something that's been a part of my life and a part of Refuse life.
We came out of the punk rock scene of.
Was he first
Northern
personing
Sweden.
as
He's
Johnny?
like the future version
Ah.
of us, you know.
Is that in the prologue?
So I think it makes sense. I think it totally makes sense for us to be here making these songs about him or for him. You know? So it's pretty cool.
Rock band playing as a video game band. But they love it. How sick is that?
But yeah, but like wide vibrato.
Oh man.
And then I mean just sort of feel
yeah,
slowly build.
This is just the music in this game. I'm so pumped for it.
Just going all in. So we really work on these songs, trying to make them as good as possible. But then they're not actually our songs.
It's interesting as a musician to play another musician, because that's
Yeah, it's
essentially
so
what we're
weird,
doing. I mean,
dude.
we're not here as Refuse, we're here as
Oh, look at
Samurai.
the sign. Oh.
And I'm here as Johnny
Ah!
Silverhand, you know? So it's like
Looks
the
so
voice
good.
we're representing here is someone else.
Yeah, wow.
It's been
Never Fade Away is so good. It's like my
mind-fuck.
favorite so far. Sweden. Oh, that's cool. How do you sleep through that, man? Come on, bro. Oh, look at the gear.
I mean, the shouting in itself is just like second nature to me because I've been doing this for a very long time. But then when someone comes in
how many
and
games
says,
do this? Like, how many
I'm happy with everything
studios
except for
do
Azza
this?
Lynn. Again, it's Azza. Azza. Okay.
The shouting's great, but think of that accent, or think of that like enunciation. It's a bit weird because it's a very different way of singing when you're screaming like that, and it's hard to sort of
Swallowing some syllables.
Acting,
there.
singing, man.
Adjust your accent.
Oh yeah, just try it again.
So it's been a bit kind of frustrating.
Dude, you did a fucking sick job.
It wasn't.
I want to give him a hug.
It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great.
But I mean,
Come on,
I get
man.
it. I mean, we
Give him
have
a break.
to maintain the illusion that this character that's a character
Oh,
of the
look
game
at
also is me, like when I'm singing it. So it makes sense.
Guys,
but
I just want to play the game.
Different to have someone telling you exactly
I'm
how to
locking myself in this
enunciate things.
freaking
Because
room
I'm not
for
used to-
2 months.
usually people just like give me a thumbs up, and then like
We had to postpone our
think of
wedding,
things
so
like the rhythm
looks
and
like I'm
think
playing
about
at
the
launch
pitch and
again.
think about all these things, but then someone comes in and like that
Taking
word
all my
sounds
leave
weird.
from
I'm
work.
like, what? No, that's how I sing.
No
But-
painting, just
so
playing
it's
games.
been a very a bit painful at times. But it's alright.
Totally worth it, bro.
I'm chipping in. Roll the bones, I'm chipping in. Belt that cone, I'm
Wow, how different does that sound? That's crazy. It's so cool to hear it like that.
It's a very interesting thing to
Man,
be
they're taking
part
up a lot of
as-
time with
as a person
Samurai.
that's not a
You can see
gamer,
why they wanted to
I don't
do
think I fully
3
understand
episodes.
The impact that this might have. If people like these songs and if people are excited, then that's going to be great. I mean, we
We're
are
still
spending
recording?
a lot of times trying to get this right, trying to get it to sound
Yes.
like, like Samurai would sound.
Am I in
So
focus?
It's quite
Well, I focus
interesting.
pretty
It's
good
a
on
very
this thing,
different way
we'll see.
Of making music, actually.
Even the logo, man, the way it's like animated and shit, and it's all glitchy and shit. Oh man, you don't have to remind me November
You can already
19th.
find 3 Samurai tracks available on streaming services: Chippin' In, Never Fade Away, and The Ballad of Buck Raven.
Yes.
But we're excited to announce
Yes.
a 4th new song
Yes.
called A Like Supreme, which is coming to streaming services today.
Oh my
That
God.
means you can check it out once the show is over.
Oh yeah, I'll be doing
Don't forget
that.
that if you're tuning in late, or if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channel soon. Next
As
up,
always,
Pablo
Holly.
and I are going to introduce you to some creative ways that you can solve problems in Night City.
Ooh. I like create. These logos, man. Ah. Tools of destruction. Wonder if that's like. Ugh. Oh.
AV, I have a job for you. A client of
Who
mine
the hell
is
is
making
this?
an arms deal. He needs protection.
Another fixer?
It could get hot.
Oh, look at the
Very
apartment
hot.
now.
The gun dealers on Maelstrom.
Oh, that lens flare was sexy
Alas,
as fuck.
nothing ever transpires
Bruh.
as planned with them. You better gear up for this.
Well, this is a third-person cutscene. Look at his fucking hand. Oh, they do oh. Oh, yes. Customization in the weapons. Oh my god, I'm like gonna cry. Bro. Power weapons. Oh. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna pass out. Oh, the shotties are sick. Oh my god, I'm clipping so much. Too much hype. Smart weapons. Dude, explode it. Oh, I want to see it. What is that? Oh. Oh, the reloading and the sounds, the timing, it's all... Oh, katana. Oh, there's all different animations. It's too fast! Oh, bruh. Oh, I'm gonna mantis the fuck out of shit, man. What is this? Oh, turret. Oh, yeah, wow. Dude, you're like Iron Man and shit.
Sophie, are you
Stop clipping
willing?
it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'm in.
It's all in the trunk, man. I want to see more. Oh, that was...
Pavel, thank you so much for joining me. Now, there was an awful lot in that video.
Oh my
right?
god,
'Cause
I
there's
think
more
I'm in
than
love
just
with
guns.
Pavel.
Absolutely. We have
Bro.
melee weapons, we have ranged weapons, we have cyberware, we have
Yes, you
offensive
do.
cyberware, defensive cyberware,
Yes, you
armor.
do.
We could talk for hours and hours about this stuff.
I
Do
think
it.
just
Talk
for
for
today's
hours.
episode, we should keep it simple and let's just talk
Oh
about
my
guns.
god, it's so
Can
good I'm
you
gonna
tell
die.
us the different types of guns that will be in the game?
So we have
My
three distinct
waveform
types
is like...
of guns in our
and then
game.
it just-
We have power
It's
weapons,
so funny.
we have tech weapons, and we have smart weapons. Now, power weapons are the most
Power weapons
similar
are where
to
it's at.
contemporary weapons. One thing they can do, which normal
Oh.
weapons cannot, is
Look at the-
ricochet bullets off of surfaces. So you can hit somebody hiding behind cover
Oh wow,
or
they give you
hiding
the line.
behind
That's
a wall.
so cool.
Now, tech weapons, on the other hand, use electromagnetic power to propel a fully metal projectile to extreme velocities.
Okay.
What that allows them to do
like magnetic
is
and
to
shit.
punch through cover or punch through walls to hit somebody who's not even
Dude,
aware
the
that you're there.
weapons.
Smart weapons use guided missile technology to actually track targets in real time. So you can hit somebody who's dodging, running away from you,
Huh.
or you can hit somebody who's hiding behind cover.
As much as I like
So
conventional
Pavel,
shit, that is
Cyberpunk doesn't
sick.
just
Oh my
contain
god.
FPS elements, right? It's also a fully fledged RPG.
Mhm.
So can you tell us how you guys approached introducing those RPG elements into gunplay?
Oh, here we go.
So I can tell you one thing, Holly.
Huh.
It wasn't easy
Yeah,
to
for
merge
sure.
those two elements together. Now, we've spent a considerable amount of time merging the RPG and FPP side of our game. What the player will experience is that
Look
V
at the reloading.
changes from a small-time mercenary to a legend in the world of
Oh,
Night
I
City.
can't wait.
V becomes more and more proficient in using weapons as the game progresses.
Look at him
So they
just
will
falling
see
to
that
pieces.
Reload times become shorter.
Oh.
The accuracy of your weapons grows.
This
You
is
will have
sick.
faster aiming time. You will move faster with your weapons. Everything becomes more in your control, and that gives you more opportunities to
Dude,
defeat the biggest
the
encounter
reload
that we've
animations
designed
are
for you.
spot on.
So I have prepared a few extra questions for you, Pavel, if you're feeling up to it.
Do it.
Of course.
Answer him.
Okay, well the first is going to be, how do you find more weapons in Night City? Like, where will players be looking
Oh,
for
cool.
them?
Loot.
So I expect
Good
the players
question,
to
Holly.
look everywhere for new and exciting weapons. You can, of course, buy weapons at vendor shops, and
course.
they will house an entire catalog of weaponry that you can get.
Mm.
However, the best weapons that you can
So
find
there's gonna be
will be
currency.
taken from enemies or loot caches that we have
Oh,
everywhere
sick.
in Night City.
It's a looter
The weapons
shooter
rarities
FPS
range
fucking
from
RPG.
common through uncommon up to rare and then legendary.
I wanna
And as
marry
they
this
go
game.
in rarity,
This is-
they
this is-
actually climb in power. However, legendary
Oh my
weapons
God.
are very specific in such a way that they possess unique abilities that you will find on no other weapons in the game. The players will actually need to make some tough choices to find some legendary weapons, because maybe they need to choose whether to kill a person who holds the legendary
Oh,
weapons
they are
that they
so
want,
dead, man. They are
or
so
to
dead.
spare them because they like them as a character.
No, I don't like no
So
one. I
next
just want
question,
weapons.
let's talk about weapon modifications. What
Yes.
mods can people give to their
Holly and
weapons
her-
in Night City?
So we have two
Holy.
types of modifications in the game. One of them would be modifications that we call attachments.
Yes, attachments.
So
I
these
like
would
attachments.
be scopes and silencers, and you
Sick.
can see them actually being attached to your weapon as you're playing the game. They give you statistics advantage,
Yes.
and they give you more opportunities in gameplay. The other part of mods would be software mods. Now, these
Software
are
mods.
basically small chips that you install in your weapon,
Yep.
and they actually change the statistics of the gun.
Cool.
They can give you damage, they can give you accuracy, or they can give you more fire rate. Some of those mods actually change the gunplay on a more fundamental level, so they can give you non-lethal rounds, biochemical
Design a
rounds
random
to tear
rolls.
through that armor even faster.
So I suppose for my final
Far
question, why don't you tell us about
Complex.
your favorite weapon then?
But I
Which
think
is your
it would
favorite
be
weapon
simple
so
enough.
far in Night City?
Oh, there are so many weapons that it's hard to choose just one. But I
Dude, look
can
at
mention
that.
some manufacturers with their weapons that
That's
I absolutely
amazing.
adore.
Is it gonna
the
look
first
like that when we
manufacturer
play?
would be Tsunami Defense
Is it?
Systems,
'Cause
who
that-
produces the sniper rifle Nekomata. That's a tech sniper rifle. That means that it can pierce through walls. So it can actually hit somebody who's hiding behind cover or who doesn't even know you're there.
Wow.
Of course, I also
How
like
they
a
gonna
close
multiplayer this,
quarters
man?
approach. And what that needs is a shotgun. One of the
Wonder if
shotguns
you
that
can
we
change
have in
the
the game
stickers and
is
shit.
Budget Arms Carnage.
And
now,
the
that thing
colours.
is cast from pure steel, and it weighs a ton.
Pure
However,
steel.
you can cut a person clean in half.
Oh, that's so good.
Another shotgun that I absolutely love, it's for a more refined approach, I would say, is a smart shotgun,
Smart
Kangtao
shotgun.
Zhuo. That thing has 8 barrels, and that means it can track 8 targets independently. Now, killing an entire
my
room
gain up on my
was
mic,
never simpler.
Pavel,
Far
thank you
out,
so
man.
much for joining me.
Style
Thank you
for
for having
everyone.
me.
I'm actually pretty interested to see what kind of weapons people discover when they play Cyberpunk for themselves.
Before we end episode 2, this
Dude,
is a reminder
don't end
that
episode
those who
2.
wish to dive deeper into a lore
Oh, I
can
need that
now
book.
pick up The World of Cyberpunk 2077. This is a brand new book created in collaboration
Can you get
with
it in
Dark Horse
Australia,
Books
mate?
that will give you an extensive look at what makes Night City tick before jumping into the game this November.
That is it for
God, I
today's
apologise for
episode.
anything
Thank
silly
you
I said
so
in this.
much for joining us.
And all the volume.
Don't forget that if you've missed
I was too
anything,
excited.
or if you just want to watch again,
I'm
we
gonna
will
watch
be
it again.
uploading everything to our channels shortly. Thank you so much for tuning in, and
Oh,
we'll be back with
anytime.
Night City Wire Episode 3 soon.
Yeah, not in a couple of weeks this time. Soon. Oh, when soon? Come on. Oh, far out, dudes. I love this one because he's like reviving the pavement or whatever. It's so silly. Oh, man. Pause that shit. I don't think I need to say anything, man. Like, seriously. Wow. Turn that gain up so you can freaking hear me, because that was Night City Wire episode 2. I lost my shit. I hope that it was like, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. My brain's not working anymore. My hype died for this game after the last episode, after the delay. You know, I was getting married and I couldn't play, and I was just like, everyone's uploading the same freaking video. Like, every motherfucker and their dog has just been uploading videos about the same thing. I was like, I want to do something different. I don't know what to do. So I just didn't do anything, and it was silly. But, man, I am so pumped. I'm going to listen to that song now. Becoming a samurai, I don't know. My brain is just jelly. Dudes, I hope you enjoyed that as much as me. I hope you're... Look, now I'm talking too loud again. Just leave the gain and fix it in post. I'm pumped. I hope you're pumped too. I want to make videos about this gunplay, because gunplay is my shit. And I fucking love it. I fucking love this game, and I fucking love you for watching this video. Thank you for watching. I'd be so happy if you subscribed. If you liked the video, I'd be pumped. You know, you don't have to do anything, but it's awesome if you can. I'd love to do more of this stuff. Far out. This is my first time doing anything like this, and God, I'm just a mess. But this episode, like, for me, shit all over episode 1, and I just can't wait for more. I want more. I can't wait. This was amazing. About time I left. Goodbye. I love you. Come back next time, and let's talk about this game soon, man. Peace.